see. So what we're doing is we're creating a video series called the 2012 Chronicles. And I'm doing it in a very different way. I've already interviewed a number of best-selling authors, Gary Renard and Mark Victor Hansen, and Barbara Marx Hubbard, Dr. Irvin Laszlo, and probably about 10 others so far. Brianne Eisler, a lot of people like her work. And I've got another dozen or so lined up. And what we're doing with this, I'm just asking everybody one question, which is, what does 2012 mean to you personally, professionally, and globally? And for some of these people, 2012 means nothing. But then I just turn around and say, well, what do you think is going to happen the next 3 years? What's your work about? What's your life about? And so we're getting very interesting information. And the way I'm doing this is we just go in with, we don't disturb anyone. We go to their location, whether their home or their office, and we fit into their life. We try to be in and out inside of an hour. And we make them in charge. Like, they get to see the rough cut. If they don't like it, we're not going to use it. If they do like it, then we're going to put it out. And so it's a different thing. And right now we have absolutely we have a website, planetchange.tv, where these interviews are being placed. But we have no model right now for even how we're going to make any money, or if we are going to make any money, because it's sort of, on the one hand, it doesn't matter. I mean, money's going to come from someplace. I mean, either we'll sell 1 million books, or, who knows, or something else I'm working on. So at some point, it has to be sustainable, but it's a lot of fun to do, and I'm learning a lot of things, and the people themselves are gaining clips and videos that they can use themselves. So it's a different model where they can use it if they like. Obviously, if they use it, then we get the right to use it also. But if they don't like it, we just won't use it. And, that's not going to work in every kind of production you're going to do. But I think that you can, if you have a little bit of courage, take some risks and do some things without guarantees. Everybody's looking for these guarantees. And I don't think there are guarantees. I think that, it's really up to the collective will of humanity as to what the future is going to be. And I don't think there's anything that you can do as an individual to totally isolate yourself from everything else around you. So we're really in this together, and I think that we're going to have to start finding ways to work together. And I actually do believe that December 21st, 2012 is an energetic change. I think there is going to be a vibratory change. At the same time, it's going to be very subtle. I think that the vibratory change has already started. I mean, the fact that, we're here right now and that we're interested in this kind of topic, I don't think 20 years ago we would have been. So I think the change has already started. But it's going to accelerate, and I do think, for whatever reason, that happens to be a very important date. Why they chose 5,000 years ago to create a calendar that would end on that date and that would represent a 26,000-year shift. I mean, this isn't like, we all thought, well, from our point of view, 2000 was like a big deal. Well, this is 26 times that. And then you start looking at, and there's so many authors that have written about, the astronomical alignment and this, that. And I'm not in a position to evaluate who's right and who's wrong. But there's clearly something related, apparently, to what they call the wobble in the rotation of the planet that happens to have more or less a 26,000-year cycle. And there's clearly knowledge that comes from all traditions, not just the Mayan, that these particular times are important. You have the end of the Kali Yuga of the Hindu system. You have all these other, revelations, and I think they've all been misinterpreted, because there's not a single human being on the planet today who was there when these pronouncements were given. So, I don't suggest anyone, get too upset about the good or bad of any of these, including the positive that I feel is correct. But it does seem more than chance that so many traditions are pointing to this time. And then, interestingly, from a scientific point of view, in terms of the carrying capacity of this planet, and in terms of some of the systems that have been created from an ecological and economic point of view, we're more or less reaching the tipping point. Many scientists, do feel that we have just about 5 or 10 years left, something around 2012. There's a few that feel it's already too late. I happen to think, you're pessimists, and there's no computer model I've seen yet that can take into account the nonlinear and the unexpected, and I happen to believe that just being alive is a miracle, so why shouldn't we have some more? But in any event, I hope you'll all go out. Those who don't have the book, I hope you'll get a copy. And those who do, I hope you'll be so inspired that you'll buy at least 12 copies and get 12 people to read it, or get them to buy it. And as this evolves, I don't know exactly the directions it's all going to go, but they do have a website they created, www.12thebook.com, and I do have a special email just for this topic. And so if you come up with any idea of something that is related either to promoting and selling the book, of course, which pleases me, but also to any of the things we're doing on planetchange.tv. This site, and we have planetchange2012.com. Again, we don't have any economic model, we just created these, and they're to post good news and to post positive solutions. And just to give you an example, it doesn't have to be this global solution for all humanity. It can be a very local thing. I happen, and this was just an accident again, I don't really believe there are accidents, but I'm walking, one of the places I like to go, I live in Cardiff by the Sea. Right by the railroad tracks, there's this teeny little park that was created. It's all volunteers. And I walk by there almost every day on my way to the beach. And one day I saw this woman who was sort of gardening and working, and I said, what's going on here? I said, oh, well, this is, volunteers, and I have these degrees, and this is my project, and, this is the first totally sustainable organic public park in the United States. And so I said, well, we've got to get people knowing how they can have their own organic park. You may be the first, but that'd be the first of a million, because it's a really good thing. It's a beautiful park and completely sustainable. They only water once a week, and we live in a desert. I don't know how that happens. But anyway, I said, let's do a video. So, we posted a little video of what she does. So it doesn't have to be this earth-shattering, I've got the new fusion technology that is going to, eliminate the need for gas and oil. So if you have that, of course, we want to know. But, just whatever is working. It could be something as small as, well, we have a women's group, and we've been able to solve this problem, and we've come up with a technique that, really improves communication or, helps with the kids or, it doesn't really matter. But just getting people talking about what works and what is positive, because the main media, it seems only interested, oh, somebody died and somebody did this to that. And, I think we've had enough of that. I don't think it really is news anymore. And I don't think, except for the poor people that are directly involved, it's something that should get so much attention. I think that we need to put more attention on positive things. So I'm here for questions, and I just want to thank Catherine and Susan for putting this event on, and I hope everybody has a great evening.
Thank you. Any questions?
So, you know what, I'm so sorry because I haven't read your book yet. So what's the deal with the movie? When is the movie out, or
well,
did
the movie,
I miss
okay,
it,
but
or?
there's two movies. Number
Okay.
one. There's a movie that is coming out on November 13th called 2012.
Okay.
And this movie is going to be a blockbuster. John Cusack stars. And the man, I think, who did The Day the Earth Stood Still is the director. And the trailer kind of looks like that. It's a total disaster movie.
Yeah.
Beautiful special effects. And as I've said in other interviews, that movie is designed to scare and entertain you. And I think it's going to scare a lot of particularly young people, because right now, particularly young people, they read this stuff in 2012, it may really be the end of the world, and, I'm going to die, and, it's scary.
Yeah.
And my novel, The 12, has a very different scenario of what 2012 is all about. And we're in development for a film, but my film, unfortunately, won't come out until 2011. Because it takes, we have to raise the $80 million, we don't have all the money yet, and, there's other things that have to happen. But my sort of joking dream, but I think could be reality, is that at a certain point when the film on the 12 comes out, we can do a DVD with both films, and then people can choose their own ending for 2012. But I've actually got some feelers out to the producers. I don't think they see enough benefit to them, but I said, let's talk about it. I actually respect your filmmaking. I think, it's probably going to be a great,
Right.
film that's going to get everybody on the edge of their seats and scared.
Yeah.
But afterwards, let's have them all go read the 12 so they won't be so scared, and also so that they know that your film is a complete and total fantasy, and it's not actually based on any true interpretation of the Mayan. And even some of the Mayan have come out very alarmed that they see that their sort of 2012 is being exploited, and some of them have even called for a boycott of the film. I think that's counterproductive. I think as soon as you boycott something, then everybody wants to see it.
Yeah.
So, and I actually, in a funny way, think that it's wonderful that this film is coming out, because it's drawing more attention to 2012. And I think that, eventually it will filter down, and people that are scared by it hopefully will pick up the 12 and pick up other books. It's not just the 12, we have nonfiction. 12 is just the only novel that do talk about 2012 more in the way that the Mayan and other indigenous cultures truly see the end of the cycle. and the positive transformative quality that this data